Hello. What's up? What's up? Instagram. Instagram, what's going on? What's going on today on this Wednesday? Looks like Instagram is telling all of my friends that I am here. So I am going to be going live momentarily with my guest, Journal Audits, who is actually in the green room, as I like to say. She is in the waiting room. But I want to give you guys an opportunity to come on in, because we are going to be talking about mindset, you guys. Mindset, money over mind, money over mind. What's holding you back? What is holding you back at the top of the year? It is 2023. And we want to make sure that as we progress in this year, you guys are not allowing some of those hangups that you guys have hold you back. Okay. So before I bring my guest in the room, let me officially introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. I am Dr. Cozette M, America's #1 tax and accounting strategist. I am a 6-time best-selling author. I actually have 9 books, you guys. We are dropping book number 9 tomorrow, Tax Strategies for Small Business Owners. But I am an author of 9 books. I've collaborated on an additional 3 books as well. I am a 2-time award recipient of the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award with our President Barack Obama, as well as our President Joseph Biden. And my phone is blowing up, but I'm going to stop that. But Money Matters expert on Fox Television, and you can also find me on various publications globally. So I am extremely excited to be here today. Like I said, we are going to be talking about money over mind. And so without further ado, hey Cupcakes, Regina, how are you? And Artensia, I do see you in the house. Hello. So guys, without further ado, let me find out how I can bring my, hey Nora, hey M Wells. One second. Hello. Hey Linda. Hey Tashanta, how are you? All right. Entering into the house, our guest Artensia. Let's see, where is she? 1 2 1 2, Artensia. All right, there she is. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good evening.
Yes,
Good
so it's still
evening to
afternoon on
you.
the West Coast, okay? Listen, guys, this is Artensia. I am gonna let her introduce herself, but before I even do that, I left a message for Artensia, and I don't know, just out of the blue, one day, a couple of days back, she reached out to me and said, I think she had said she was dialing the wrong number. Was down the wrong number, but anyway, her dialing the wrong number ended up in us having this in-depth conversation, and it just lasted for a while. So I wanted to invite her to have a conversation with us based on some things that we were talking about. So Artensia, why don't you go ahead and just tell the audience who you are, what you do, and all of that good stuff, and then we want to jump into this conversation about money and mindset.
Absolutely. So greetings and blessings, everyone. My name is Artensia Delbridge. I am the owner of Journal Audits. It is an accounting and tax firm. Just actually added on life insurance as a component to our clients. And we're a full service based accounting firm. So you name it,
All
we do
right.
it.
So where are you at? Where are you located?
I'm located here in Richmond, Virginia.
All
So I'm
right. So
actually
yeah,
on
so
the East
she's on the
Coast.
East Coast. She's back there where it's cold. I'm here on the West Coast. Not to say that it's cold here for us, but we are definitely enjoying it. So let's have this conversation. Let's talk about money and mindset, and what are some of the reasons that really prevent individuals from moving forward, some of those hangups. So what do you think the main reason is that hangs people up as it relates to money?
So for one, it's the mindset, right? And the mindset is, well, I could save here, or I don't need to save now, or maybe you just don't simply know how to save. And so it's great that we're having this conversation, because you're going to continue doing what you're doing until you know better.
So as we were talking the other day, we were talking about in advancing, growing our business, and some of the things that people just refuse to do because they don't feel that it's important to them. And when it comes to investing in yourself, I personally believe that sometimes individuals don't do it because they have these money hangups, you know, and a lot of times it stems from childhood. It can stem from different things that they've gotten into, maybe a marriage, a relationship. It could be family members feeding negative information into them. And so what's your take? What's your thought on it?
So my take is, first of all, recognizing it, right? And then doing something about it. As we just started a new year, right? A clean slate. So you got to step outside of your comfortability. That means it may be just simply asking for help. I know a lot of us, if you grew up to be independent, it's hard to ask for help. But in business, you cannot do it alone. And so you have to reach out. You have to invest into yourself. So whether that's a mentorship, whether that's going through 2 or 3 different mentors to get different pieces of the puzzle that you need, whether it's going to a conference, you know, it can look different for anyone. But the fact of it is you have to do something about it.
So for our viewers, those of you who are listening, I want you guys to make sure you drop some nuggets, drop some hearts, drop us some love. And of course, if you have questions, it doesn't have to be about money over mind. We are both 2 tax professionals in this industry. It is tax season. If you have questions for us, just drop them down below. I know today I was on a virtual summit, tax strategies for small business owners. There was a question about what are some of the ways that we balance our life? What are some of the ways we balance life and work? And, you know, what are some of the obstacles that we've had to incur as a business owner? And so I just want to shed some light on that to you all. Like, as a business owner, when it comes to money mindset, like, did I have blocks? Yes, I had blocks. Earlier on in my career, I did not want to invest high ticket. I'm going to say high ticket into a business coach. It was high ticket. Like, I don't even want to say I was being cheap, you guys. It was just like, you know, coming up off that money and, you know, thinking about, oh my goodness, this is a mortgage. That was the thought that I had going on. But in reality, you guys, it was clearly, in my opinion, it was a mental block. It was based upon things that had happened to me in the past and some failures that happened to me in the past that blocked my mental thought of saying, I'm not going to invest in that. What if this happens? So why do you feel it's important for us to relieve some of the things, and how can individuals relieve some of the things that go on upstairs in the brain, those negative conversations that go on upstairs?
For me, it's more so when I find myself in a defeated moment, right? Because we have those internal issues, whatever that they are for us. So it's more so me praying, right? Because I can't do nothing without God, right? I done ran out of answers. I done everything I can do. I done invested in everything. So I'm at a roadblock. So a lot of times for me, it's just sitting down, getting that quiet space and just praying and just kind of like being patient with the process. It also allows me to reset my brain, right? Because when you're frustrated, you can't get nothing accomplished when you're frustrated. So, or sometimes it can be your accountability partner, your prayer sister, your prayer warrior, or whoever that you find that safe haven with, you know, hey, sis, hey, you know, I'm dealing with this issue. I don't know, you know, which way to go. And just getting that feedback from that accountability partner.
So when you reset, what is it that you exactly do? I hear people say reset, reboot, rebuild, redo this. What does resetting mean for you?
Reset for me could be many different things. It's not always one. It's not a one fit all. So sometimes it could just literally be taking a day off, resetting, maybe pampering myself, right? Not doing anything work related, right? Just to reset. Sometimes it can be a well-needed vacation. Sometimes we don't always get that chance to take a vacation. So it could be a 1 to 2 day kind of reset. Normally within one of those 1 2 days is heavy meditation, heavy prayer, you know, cut your worship music on, get in an isolated place. Sometimes you just need to be away from everyone, especially when you're giving and giving, and you find yourself kind of exhausted. And if you're in a season where you feel burnt out, there are some people right now, we're in January right now, and you're burnt out in the beginning of the year because you came in burnt out. So you got to find that purpose and what fuels your passion. If it means that you have to change gears because sometimes in our businesses, we have to make changes, and it's okay to accept that. Like, you have to know what floats your boat. And therefore, you guys, we did mention like mentorship and investing into yourself, right? So I invested into a couple of mentors, and not all mentors are the same. One of the things that I found out about myself is that I work really well with that one-on-one connection. I don't always do well in group settings. So I've had the combination of a few mentorship programs. And so I'm just really blessed that I was able to obtain something from all of it. But really, what is my learning style? What is my learning curve, and what works for me? So you got to find out what works for you, be authentic, and just be honest with yourself.
I
and
do have a question for you.
It's okay.
Now, you just said to the community that you work better one-on-one. How is it that being that you work one-on-one best, my speaker is talking to me, being that you work one-on-one best or one-on-one, what about that accountability partner? How can you and that individual work hand in hand? Is that your coach? Is that just another colleague that you guys are holding each other accountable for making sure the task is done? Talk about that for a second, because that's interesting.
So most of the time, my one-on-one is generally going to be my coach, right? Because when it comes to partnerships and the tax, you know, in our business, we're all busy. We're in the same season, like, you know, we're really gearing up. So we don't always have the time to give to one another. So with my coach being able to have a one-on-one conversation in a moment of frustration, or just saying, hey, this is where I am in my business. I didn't project the numbers that I wanted to project, or this really worked, or can you give me some strategies of what can I do next?
So okay, so your one-on-one accountability partner is your coach. And so I'm glad that I asked that, because yes. What I feel, and that's great that is your coach. I think also we as individuals, besides our coaches, we need others to hold us accountable, others that we can pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm just checking in with you today, just checking in with you this week. Did you get that task done? You said you had some burning things to get done, but you've been lagging. You have not been motivated. I'm just checking on you, sis. I'm just checking on you, bruh, to make sure that gets done. So what I'm saying to the community, to those that are listening, accountability partner is not just your coach. Accountability partner can be just that person. You guys can be on Voxer. You can be on any of the small apps and just shoot each other a quick voice note, shoot each other a quick text message. It's Monday, checking on you, 10 o'clock. Did you get that done? Yes or no. It doesn't have to be a bitch session. It should not be a bitch session where you are talking about what went on the television, all the news and all that. It is truly accountability. Girl, I'm checking on you to make sure you got that funnel done. Did you get it done? Where did you get stuck? That is a true accountability partner. Right. Accountability partner, as we're talking about money over mind, could be, hey, you said you wasn't gonna buy no red bottoms. Why did I see you showing off on social media, girl? You know, you might want to take those back. You said you was broke, but how did you come up with the money for the shoes? So that can also be your accountability partner. As we're talking about mind over money, like, are you spending? Are you out of control? Is it out of control? Some people do have a spending problem, and they can find that shopping for shoes or shopping for what's the right word that I'm trying to say, materialistic things soothes their soul, or it makes them feel better. But then on the flip side, they're broke. Right. And those individuals are probably the ones who have a problem with investing in their business. They would rather look good or feel good as a way of going out and spending money versus investing to grow and get a little further. So that individual does need an accountability partner. Yes. So viewers, if you all have any questions, please just drop them down below. I am Dr. Cozette M. White, and I am here with Artensia. We are both in the tax and accounting industry, both tax professionals, both, do accounting. I am also a coach where I coach tax and accounting professionals how to grow, scale, and leverage in their firm, how to build, how to go from the 6 figures to the 7 figures in their industry. What does it need? What do they need? The systems, the automation, the messaging, the team. Listen, guys, you got to have a team. You cannot wear all the hats in your organization. So, and I'm here with Artensia, and she is, of course, a tax and accounting professional as well. Her business or her hashtag tells us she does journals, she does audits. She is journal audit is her handle, and I really love it because it speaks to exactly what she does. You know, when we think about audits, audits could be a lot of different things. It could be a financial audit, it could be a tax audit, it could be a number of different things. So what questions do you guys have for us? What do you want to share with the audience, Artensia?
So I also want to just share, as you're speaking into audits right now, normally insurances go through audits in the beginning of January. So, you know, you'll be amazed of some of the things that I represent, you know, with clients.
Like, so what types of insurances go through the audits? Is it the workers' comp? Is it the payroll? Is it general insurance? Like, what kind of audits is it? I know. Do they know?
So workers' comp, definitely for sure. Especially when you got a lot of subcontractors and employees, and depending on if you work in an employer state or an employee state, you know, they're always looking to try to tax you. You have your general liability insurance as well. It kind of works the same way as workers' comp. So it's just not always an IRS audit that you can get audited for. So depending on your industry, there are risks that are associated with your industry that you can be audited for.
When we talk about a workers' comp audit, let's give them a little bit of insight as to what the workers' comp is. As you guys know, if you hire employees, you have to have workers' comp insurance. Every year when you renew that policy, we have to code those employees a certain different way. And the reason why we code those employees is based on risk, is based on accidents and things of that nature. So for instance, if we have someone that's working out in the field in sales, that's a high risk because they're out on the road. However, if we try to be nickel slick and we code them to a workers' comp code, such as an office worker, that means we're paying less worker comp rates. So we have someone such as Artensia who will come in and audit to determine whether or not the right code is being used correctly. If not, you will pay the difference. You will pay the difference. So, you know, you can't be nickel slick as a business owner. If you want to grow your business, you got to do things right, you guys. Payroll is just almost the same thing. It's making sure that you've paid the workers, not necessarily the payroll taxes correctly. So there are a lot of different audits. And as she just said, the IRS is not coming in doing the payroll audits. It's on the state level. It could be a number of different agencies that come in. So listen, guys, for our business owners, what I'm basically saying is stop playing games. Stop playing games, you guys. Stop playing games. So I just want to give a shout out to some of those that are here. I am Dr. Sharon. Thank you for joining us. Tax Topics, thank you for joining us. By CEO Jenny GP, thank you for joining us. Gina's Cupcakes, I appreciate you. Thank you to Shonda Creates. Norma, thank you. Of course, Journal Audits. M. Wells 937. Linda Coatney. Thank you guys for joining us this afternoon, this evening, as we are talking about mind over money. And some of the obstacles that prevent us from moving forward. So in closing, are there any final words that you would like to leave the audience with?
Absolutely. One of the most amazing and then alarming things that I found out is so many of us, we don't have life insurance, whether it's just for ourselves individually. And we don't have it for our businesses. And these are things that protect you, not just build a legacy. A lot of people don't know, like, especially you guys that are already entrepreneurs or want to go into the entrepreneur space. If you build that life insurance policy, right, you can pull from that life insurance policy versus using all of your savings, using all of your retirement. And so I just encourage you that if you don't have life insurance, if you check your life insurance policy, make sure that you have some cash value. Make sure you get the right coverage for yourself. If you're a business owner, make sure you get insurance for your business. If something happens to you, what would you like to happen to your business? Let's get covered. Let's secure 2023.
You heard her.
Let's
Let's do it right. It's time. It's time. Time is money, and money is time. So, where can they follow you at?
You guys can follow me at Journal Audits. It's spelled exactly how it sounds, on Instagram, Facebook. My website is also the same as well. You can reach out to me or Dr. Cozette for any of your tax needs, tax planning. I mean, you guys, you name it. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't think nothing is a shame. You don't even know that as much expertise that we have. Just
that is so true. She's hit it
right
on the head. So listen, guys, of course, I'm Dr. Cozette M. White. You guys can follow me on all social media platforms at Cozette M. White. If you are a tax and accounting professional, I want to invite you to my Facebook group. In that Facebook group, I am teaching you guys what it looks like to grow your business. We're talking about messaging. We're talking about systems, automation. We talk about what is your category of one. We talk about how do you price? What about your price margins? It's all about growing your company, you guys. I'm of the mindset that we are tax and accounting professionals. I know that, we need to know our skill set. We need to build our skill set, but we also need to build successful businesses. One thing that I do know for sure is that we didn't leave our 9-to-5 to have a sexy, glamorous, high paying job, right? We want to build a business. We are leaving,
Right.
we are building wealth, leaving a legacy, and making sure that we put a stamp on what it is that we are doing. So join me over in my Facebook group. The link is in my bio up top on Instagram right there. Also, to my tax and accounting professionals, enrolled agents, EAs, CPAs, I want to extend an invite to you guys to Thrive Live. If you have not heard about the premier conference going down here in Los Angeles, California, it is May 11th. You can click the link in my bio, but here are some reasons why you definitely want to be in the house. On day 0, you will have the opportunity to earn up to 12 continuing education hours for your Internal Revenue Service. On day 0, we're talking day 2, day 1, we are jumping into our mindset. We're talking about strategy, you guys. Day 2, we are talking all about systems, automation, pricing, you name it. We are jumping into various things that you need for growing your business. And here's number 3, why you really need to be in the house. I am holding intensives. Every single month, I am holding an intensive leading up to the conference so that you can begin to create money right now. If you have high goals, if you are a peak performer and you've said to yourself that I am going to double my revenue, and I'm going to say your bottom line, because that's what's truly important, your net income, your net profit. If I'm going to double what I did in 23, I need for you to be at the conference. I have intensives designed so that you are earning money. January, there's an intensive. February, March, and April, there are intensives to help you grow. All right, go to Thrive Live Experience, you guys. Thrive Live Experience. Stay tuned because I will be dropping who will be on the panel with me at the conference. I can't wait to drop those and you guys get excited, but I'm really, really, really excited. Thrive Live. And hello, Stephanie, and hello, Leslie, who are just joining us. We do appreciate you. We are wrapping up this. Make sure you follow Artensia at Journal Audits, I was about to say .com, but Journal Audits, and continue to follow me here at Cozette M. White. I do appreciate everybody for connecting with us. Make sure you guys just continue to follow us. I can't wait to catch you on the next Thriving Conversations. I think I'll be back here tomorrow to have another conversation with someone. We are talking about being proactive rather than reactive. If you are a business owner, you need to be here because we're going to be talking directly to you about being proactive rather than reactive. And last but not least, I forgot to mention, I don't know how, tax strategies for small business is book number 9. It will officially be released tomorrow. I need you guys to join me tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join me, support me by heading over to Amazon.com and grabbing a book. Tomorrow, 4 p.m., head over to Amazon.com so that you can grab your book. All right, thank you, Artensia. I so appreciate this time, these few 30 minutes that you and I have had together, and you know that you and I will be connecting again, right? All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, you
Great,
guys take care.
everyone.
We'll catch you on another one. Take care. Bye-bye.